Hi, this is Ryan Lawler. I'm here with TechCrunch TV. Today I'm talking to Kevin Cheng, who is the co-founder and CEO of Incredible Labs, which makes an app called Donna. Now, Donna is what would you call it, personal assistant?
Yeah, Donna is an assistant, an anticipatory assistant we call her, because she thinks one step ahead and gives you information before you even know that you need it.
Okay, so you've been building this app over the course of the last year or so, and over that time, there have been a lot of apps that have come out. There are smart calendars, personal assistants, that type of thing. What makes Donna different?
So our approach, there's a number of ways that we're different. The first is that our approach is very much about bringing the information to you rather than having you go and find the information. So a lot of the, I guess, competitors or similar applications out there take the approach of bringing a lot of information and going like, see all the stuff that's related.
Okay.
And that actually ends up having you sift through more information and doing more work. And the purpose of an assistant is to make it so you have to worry less. So we don't feel that there is a lack of information in our lives. There's a lack of filters. And what Donna does is bring you that information when you need it. And we'll talk about some of those examples, but one example would be giving you a notification of when to leave to get to a meeting on time, taking into account traffic and how you're getting there. So you're not constantly like, do I have to leave yet? And checking your watch and looking up a bunch of things. She just brings you that information.
Okay, cool. Well, let's just jump in and take a look, and you can sort of show me how Donna works.
Okay. So another aspect that Donna's different is that we focus a lot on, aside from the artificial intelligence, Donna marries design and data. So we spend a lot of time on creating a clean interface where only what you care about is there. So here there's the TechCrunch TV interview that we're at right now. And you can see that Donna is saying it's 50 degrees and clear. So you care about what the weather is like at that meeting. And then I can see the directions to my next thing, which is yoga tree. And I'm biking there, so I have to leave at 5:25. But maybe I've decided that I'm going to walk there. Whoops. And now I can see like, oh, it's going to be over an hour to walk over there, and I have less free time. And instead, I want to drive there. Then I have a lot more free time, and it gives me different directions immediately. And then I can see other things in my day. So this one is our stand-up meeting every day, and it includes a dial-in number for remote employees and a go-to meeting. So if I was to press this go-to meeting, Donna would actually dial all the way out. Actually, I'll show you one with Skype, because go-to meeting takes a little while. So this is a Skype one, and if I was to press this, Donna actually goes right into the Skype. One thing that you can't see here is that Donna actually gives a lot of these as a notification. So she'll, I mentioned the time to leave, and when she's giving you a time to leave, what you care about then is the directions and how to get there. So we'll give that example with, let's say, this yoga meeting. So if, let's say, Donna, given that push notification, hey, it's time to go for the yoga meeting, then here's the directions, and that's the information that I need right at that moment, so it's perfect. So I can see here the directions. We have like we have like each step of the way. But if you want it, and then you can see the street view of where the meeting is. And if you wanted, you could pop it out to Google Maps or Apple Maps and get the voice turn by turn, or just the experience that you prefer.
So how much time before a meeting would generally let you know when to leave? I guess it depends on how you are getting there and when you're supposed to be there, right?
Yeah, so depending on if you're driving or biking or walking, and depending on if it's like a short period of time versus a long period of time, Donna factors in different things. So if you're driving, she looks at traffic, considers parking time. If you're walking, she doesn't do those things, obviously. And if it's a longer time, then she might do some rounding and buffering to just because it tends to be less predictable. So all of these things we're constantly tweaking as well. We're seeing like both from our own experiences and watching just how accurate Donna is and trying to improve on that.
Okay. So where do you get all of the data behind the scenes to make this work?
Well, we're constantly getting more. So right now, we're getting traffic data, we're getting directions data from Google. We're also talking with different partners about things like parking information and things like that.
Okay. And so I guess what's next? You've built this thing that helps you get where you're going, makes you get there on time. What sort of features like are you kind of thinking about or looking forward to maybe putting in the future?
So some of the things are actually in here that I'm really excited about, which are like the push notifications for getting there is one example, but we're very soon in this beta going to add the notifications for weather when it matters to you. So because we know that you're going to be at this other place and the weather may be different from where you are now and for the time of day, she's not going to just spam you with weather, but she'll give you information like, Ryan, don't forget your umbrella when you're going to that meeting in the East Bay. Another thing that she does is for conference calls or GoToMeeting, I showed you the one tap, but just say, you asked like how much before a meeting does she let you know? So for a call, it's only like 5 minutes beforehand. And you know, to that theme of not having to go into the app, if you just slide it, Donna would just call in for you. So you don't even really have to like deal with anything. It's sort of mimicking an assistant calling you and saying, Ryan, do you want me to patch you in? So those are the types of things that we want to continually add. One thing that's coming very soon is around Donna being actually deliberately more intrusive if you ask. So push notifications for a lot of people are just not enough. Especially for like you're going to be late, you have to leave. So one request has been actually like getting a phone call instead, and that feels much more like, oh, I'm sorry, this is my assistant, I gotta go, and it sort of gives this external signal. And then beyond that, we're already starting to learn about people's behaviors, people's patterns, where they like to go, and things like that. And so over time, Donna's already doing some of the stuff where she's looking at, I mean, when you look at this, it's actually my day. So there's things here that's looking at like in the future, and that means she has to figure out where you're going to be, going from to get to the meeting in order to give you kind of an estimate. So she's going to start using that information more and more. And you know, we talked about just before this started about like the bike time estimates. And you know, honestly, like we all drive and bike and walk at different speeds. So these are the types of things that Donna will get to know you better and basically improve the service for you.
Okay, excellent. Cool. Well, thanks for stopping by and thanks for showing off the app. And look forward to seeing the new stuff that you add.
Yeah, thanks for having me.